Hi, I'm Andrew with Cruising World, and I'm here on the Bali 5.8, which is the new flagship for Bali catamarans. Now, as you know, Bali builds several models, and they've been doing this for about 10 years now. And I'm standing here with Boris Compagnon. He heads up sales and marketing for the Bali brand. Boris, good to see you today.
Nice to meet you, Andrew.
Nice to meet you on this beautiful boat. So this is the 5.8. This is a new flagship. It's a luxury catamaran designed for comfortable cruising, long-range cruising.
Correct.
But I want to talk about some of the fine points of this boat and how it came to be. So, Boris, I know the previous flagship was the 5.4.
Correct.
And this is yet bigger and absolutely beautiful. Tell us about the design philosophy for the 5.8.
The 5.8 is real. I mean, it has all the DNA of all the Balis, starting with the Bali tilting door at the back, which offers a great volume and a great space from inside and outside. And the solid foredeck is also one of the key features on the Bali ranch with the front door. So you can access from the inside to the front solid foredeck. That's one of the main features of the Bali ranch. So here on the 5.8, I mean, we can see that it's bigger than all the other boats that we have made.
Tell us about the master cabin, because it takes up the entire starboard hull. It's a beautiful space.
It is a beautiful space. I mean, this boat is designed as well for private owners or for charter companies. But for private owners, I mean, it's when you own a boat like this, I mean, you want to take the most of the boat and most of the hull. So we have dedicated one full hull to the owner. It's more than a master cabin, it's an owner's cabin, it's an entire suite. And of course, so we can make this boat from 3 to 4 up to 6 cabins, plus crew quarters.
Great. Let's talk about the sailing characteristics of the boat. What sort of sail plan are we looking at?
So upwind, we can go up to 240 square meters of sail. Of course, the mast is higher, and performance has been increased compared to the 5.4 because, of course, I mean, we learned from the previous boats.
So speaking of getting out sailing, I understand you sail a lot of these boats yourself in the summer and pretty
Correct.
much all the models.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the evolution of the Bali brand.
So the very first boats back in 2015 were quite basic. And we have over the years been told that your concept is just like amazing, it's beautiful. You're the only one to do that, but we would like to use some more luxury furniture on board and more luxury cushions. So over the years we've learned how to make it more luxury, offer more services and to feel much better on board. And so I think we've reached the target finally with this Bali 5.8.
And the 5.4 sold, what, 200 hulls? Something like that?
Yeah, the 5.4 is around 200 hulls already produced only in 5 years. I have to say that it's quite a success because it's such a big size. I would say 54 is a big baby. And this boat has been very popular, 50% among the private owners, but also 50% by the charter companies.
That's interesting. And when you talk about charter, you're talking about more staterooms and maybe a slightly different living arrangement. What do you do here on the 5.8 or the 5.4?
Yeah, 5.8. So we can make 5.8 in 5 or 6 cabins for charter. That gives the possibility to many people to try and see the boat, test the boat, living the dream on board, which is the most important.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. And when we're talking about private ownership, especially, you know, very often you'll require a captain on a boat as big as a 58, 5.8. So few boats actually do the captain's quarter the right way. It's just a very small little hole in the deck where the captain's supposed to go in. But you're doing it differently. You've got a nice plan for a captain's quarters, a proper captain's quarter on this boat. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we call it the XL crew quarter. Because I think that on a private boat with a private owner needs to have a loyal skipper. And in order to keep your skipper over the years and to keep him loyal, well, it's to treat him well, you know, and a decent cabin with a decent shower and toilet and storage for your belongings and clothes and everything. It is very important. Of course, if you put the skipper in a small hole up front, I mean, it's not the best position. So that's why on the owner's version, we propose an XL skipper cabin. So because also we know that the skipper is part of the decision.
Exactly. And with these boats, we're talking about, sometimes long-range cruising or long time aboard. How do you work with the autonomy on this boat and maximizing maybe sustainability as well with solar panels and the systems on board?
So this boat offers the biggest capacity of the market between 55 and 60 footer. And with 1,200 liters of fuel, okay, and almost 1,400 liters of water. This boat in that size offers the best autonomy of the market. Of course, we have increased the solar panels up to 4,000 watts for the boat to be fully self-sufficient at sea, especially at anchor. So the hardtop is covered with solar panels all around the boat, and the rooftop is covered with solar panels. And the efficiency now of solar panels have increased a lot, so that's why we can offer this. And even if we propose like a bit house fridge, aircon and all this, we have integrated in our option list as well like a lithium pack to increase the lifespan using the boat without starting any diesel engine.
One thing that struck me as I was touring the boat earlier was the inside-outside nature of this boat and the sociability of the living spaces. Massive space down below in the salon and cockpit. Up here we're in this beautiful flybridge where it all happens when we're underway. Great visibility, just a ton of space. You can obviously have a lot of people on this boat too, having a good time.
Yes, correct. I mean, in D category, the boat can welcome up to 40 people on board. 40, because of this cockpit and the Bali door. So you can have a massive table where you can sit around 16 people around, so it's huge. Of course, even if you close the door, you can still take the most of the outside because of the solid foredeck that you go to through this front door next to the galley. And of course, the rooftop has been also increased compared to the other models. So yes, I mean, you can be easily 12 people on board without meeting each other.
I was blown away earlier. We counted 16 people on the forward cockpit.
Correct.
That's miraculous for a 5.8, a 58-footer. So just a beautiful boat, and I understand hole number 1 is going to be headed to the United States.
Correct.
We're standing on hole number 2 here at the world premiere of the Bali 5.8. Boris, thanks for taking the time to meet with me. We're excited about what you're doing with the brand here, and we look forward to seeing more of these in the US.
Thank you very much, and see you soon.